And welcome to another Formula Random match. Today is a fun one. We're going to do Martin Scorsese trivia, and our competitors we've got Dan. Dan, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, Malcolm. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. Martin Scorsese is my favorite director of all time, and I just been, this has been something that has meant a lot to me for quite a while. So it's been a long time coming. I'm just honored to be going up against Jonathan, who I have great respect for. So I hope it's a great match.
And we've got Jonathan here. Jonathan, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Last week was a bit of a rough week. Had a little bit of an illness the past week, but today I'm 100% ready to go and to compete with Dan in this respectable Scorsesean challenge here.
But with that being said, how the Formula Random matches work? There's going to be 30 questions in the main round, and then when we get to the last 5 questions, it's going to be if you get one wrong, you lose a point. If you get it right, you gain a point. Everyone gets 3 repeats. We don't do challenges, but if we do, just because it's a live match, we don't want to spend ages talking about them. But if you do have an issue with a question, bring it up after we go off air, and then I will sort it out and maybe give you a point if I deem that you were right. So with that being said,
okay.
The first question is going to be, who plays JR in Who's That Knocking at My Door? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Harvey Keitel.
And Jonathan.
Harvey Keitel.
The next question is, in Silence, the priests arrive at the Japanese village of Tomoji.
Mm-hmm.
The villagers are living in fear of a figure they refer to as what? I know I probably pronounced that village incorrectly, but I'm not good at pronouncing foreign words. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
1. Heads down.
Yeah, you got frozen there for a little bit.
Jonathan, what's the answer?
The Inquisitor?
Dan.
I put the devil.
Inquisitor is correct.
Okay.
The next question is, and Alice doesn't live here anymore. Mm-hmm. What is the name of the restaurant where Alice gets a job as a waitress? And
repeat.
5. Yep. And Alice doesn't live here anymore. What is the name of the restaurant where Alice gets a job as a waitress? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Mel's Diner.
And Jonathan.
Mel and Ruby's Cafe.
Mel's Diner is correct.
Are you really?
I'll put a pin in this. We'll go back to it afterwards. But yeah, it's kind of what I've found. But
okay, all right.
But the next question is, what is the only sequel that Martin Scorsese has directed? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan.
The Color of Money.
Dan.
The Color of Money.
That is correct. The next question is: in The Wolf of Wall Street, when Jordan is sailing to Switzerland to settle the bank account, what country does he tell his captain to sail to bypass border controls?
I love this moment.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan,
I put Dubai.
Jonathan.
We're going to Monaco.
Monaco is correct.
Love that moment. Love it.
The next question is: who was the movie Kundun about?
Might have spelled this wrong, Malcolm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan
The Dalai Lama.
and Dan.
The Dalai Lama.
That is correct.
Not easy to spell.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I don't penalise on spelling.
Not easy.
The next question is: what is Sam Rothstein's occupation at the beginning and end of Casino? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Food and beverage director.
Jonathan.
Sports handicapper.
Sports handicapper is correct. The next question is: what Scorsese movie stars Nicolas Cage and Ving Rhames as paramedics dealing with a drug epidemic in New York? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Bringing Out the Dead.
Jonathan.
Bringing Out the Dead.
That is correct. The next question is: in The King of Comedy, Rupert Pupkin kidnaps which fictional talk show host? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
Jimmy Langford.
Dan.
Jerry Langford.
Jerry Langford
Yeah.
is correct.
Sorry. Yeah.
The next question is:
That was my bad.
how many Martin Scorsese movies feature the song "Gimme Shelter" by the Rolling Stones?
Wow.
I like mixing.
I needed
Yeah,
time for this one.
Yeah, I was going to give time. I like throwing in a couple of tricky ones. I try not to go do too much though. Five. So a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Dan.
I have no clue. I just put number 2.
Jonathan.
3?
3 is correct.
Oh, close.
It is Goodfellas, Casino, and The Departed.
Yeah.
The next question is: At the beginning of The Aviator, what movie is Howard Hughes making? Everyone's got their boards up. Dan,
Hell's Angels.
Jonathan.
Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels is correct. Next question is, Martin Scorsese directed a segment in New York Stories. What other two directors directed a segment in it?
Oh. Okay. Hang on, I had the title ready. Not sure about this other one here. There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan.
Francis Ford Coppola and Woody Allen.
Dan.
Francis Ford Coppola and Woody Allen.
That is correct. The next question is, what is the shape of the key that Hugo needs to make the machine go in Hugo? And boards are up. Dan.
Heart.
Jonathan.
Heart.
Heart is correct. Next question is, what is the name of the boxer that Jake LaMotta suffered his first loss to in Raging Bull? And 5, 4, 3.
Repeat
2.
the question.
Yeah, I can do that. What is the name of the boxer that Jake LaMotta suffered his first loss to in Raging Bull?
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
I studied this and I freaking still think I got it wrong. I put Jimmy Cruz.
Jonathan.
I put Jimmy Reeves.
Jimmy Reeves is correct.
Thank God. Whew. That was close. Sugar Ray. There we go. Sugar Ray and Jimmy Reeves.
The next question is, in Shutter Island, what is Teddy's real name?
You need first and last name or the first name?
First and last.
Okay.
Oh man, I studied this too, and
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
I got nothing.
Jonathan.
Andrew Latus.
That is correct.
I studied this too.
The next question is, on Betsy and Travis's second date in Taxi Driver, he takes her to what kind of movie? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan.
Porn or pornographic movie?
Dan.
I put Triple X porn movie.
Yeah, I would accept any variations on that. Next question is, which father and son pairing starred together in Boxcar Bertha?
Do we? Okay. Can we specify like the last names or what? Or do we have to put both? Both names.
I will accept just the last name, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. Oh. Mm,
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Carradine?
Jonathan.
yeah, that's what I put, the Carradines.
It was the Carradines.
Okay.
David and John.
I knew David. I didn't know the other one.
The next question is, in The Departed, how does Billy tell Madeline that Sullivan is an informant for the mob?
Okay. I'm sorry. This is very detailed.
It's all good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
He sends an envelope of the audio recordings to their apartment.
Dan.
Tape in an envelope.
That is correct.
Am I correct or
You're both correct.
okay? Tape and recording.
Basically, all I was looking for is gives her a tape. So
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
The next question is, what instrument does Jimmy Doyle play in New York, New York?
The only one I have not seen.
And both boards are up. Dan.
Saxophone.
Jonathan.
Saxophone.
Saxophone is correct. Next question is, in Gangs of New York, Bull baits Amsterdam with what kind of act involving Jenny?
All right. Could you please repeat that? Your accent killed me on that one, Malcolm. Sorry.
Yep, that's all good. In Gangs of New York, Bull baits Amsterdam with what kind of act involving Jenny?
Gotcha. Thank you. Bill Bates. Okay. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
Is it called the Throwing Knife Act?
Dan.
He's right. I think he's right. I put a play/dance, but he's right.
Knife throwing act is correct. The next question is, who played Pontius Pilate in The Last Temptation of Christ?
Pilate.
Yeah, I knew I was pronouncing it wrong as I said it, but I just decided to commit to saying it the way. I was about to say Pilates, but that would be really wrong. 5, 4,
That would be an
3,
interesting movie right there.
1. Pens down. Jonathan.
David Bowie.
And Dan.
David Bowie.
Pilates in The Last Temptation of Christ. Interesting. That would be
It's
interesting.
already weird enough as it is.
The next question is, in After Hours, what does Julie do to Paul as payback for him rejecting her advances?
Oh. After rejecting her advances. Some of these are rough to watch. I don't know.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Oh boy, I hope I got this. I put wraps him up in plaster of Paris.
Jonathan.
Oh, I guess I misunderstood the question because I put commit suicide.
Both is actually incorrect. She uses the portrait that she sketched of him in a wanted poster.
Okay.
Oh,
But next question is, in Goodfellas,
yeah.
Jimmy Conway organizes a crew to raid what vault? To raid a vault. I'll repeat that question because I stumbled over that.
Okay.
In Goodfellas, Jimmy Conway organizes a crew to raid a vault at which airport? Alex wants to watch Fight of the Conchords. But,
What? That was
I mean, it's probably in relation to one of the questions. I don't quite know. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan,
JFK International Airport.
Dan.
I put something in New Jersey.
JFK Airport is correct. The next question is, Max Cady approached Danielle at school by pretending to be the teacher of what class in Cape Fear?
Saw this morning. I actually like it more than I thought.
I mean, I've seen one version of this. I can't remember which one though.
One's
5,
black and white, one's color.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Acting/drama.
Jonathan.
Drama.
Drama is correct. The next question is, who plays May Rayland in The Age of Innocence?
I expected the other one to come up.
5,
Yes, actually. Me too.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
Winona Ryder.
Dan.
Winona Ryder.
That is correct. The next question is, what is the name of the drug that is plaguing New York City and bringing out the dead?
Oh man.
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
I'm wearing it because it's red, so Red Death.
Dan.
I just put ice.
Red Death is correct.
That would be kind of stupid of me. All right.
The next question is, at the end of Taxi Driver, when Travis kills Sport, when the police report to the scene, what does Travis do? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
I hope I don't get this wrong, but I don't know. Pretend to be one of them.
Jonathan.
I pulls his finger out and pretends to shoot himself with a gun.
That is correct. The next question is, in the last temptation of Christ, why does a mob want to stone Mary Magdalene to death?
been a while since I've seen this movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Because she's married to Jesus.
Jonathan.
I bet she is a prostitute.
Prostitution or she's a prostitute is the correct answer. The next question is, who is the famous magician film director that Isabel and Hugo tracked down in Hugo?
Wait, who was the... I'll use my repeat.
Yep. Who is the famous magician film director that Isabel and Hugo tracked down in Hugo? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jonathan.
I'll put Rene Loubard.
Dan.
George Melius.
George Melius is correct.
Oh,
the-
yes.
And the last question of the main set of questions. What is the name of the gangster played by Martin Scorsese in Mean Streets?
Wow.
All the ones you could ask about Martin Scorsese. You asked this one. Oh, man.
Oh boy. Wow, that's a tough one.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
I don't know. Bruno.
Jonathan.
I put Jimmy Bags.
Jonathan is close. It is Jimmy Shorts.
Oh, Jimmy Short. Oh,
Okay.
man.
What happens if I just put Jimmy? Would that be incorrect?
I probably would have leaned to accepting that, but
Okay. It's okay. It's all right.
but going into the last part, which if you get a question wrong, you lose a point. If you get it right, you gain a point.
Okay.
At the points are at the moment, I've got Jonathan in the lead on 25. I've got Dan on 17.
Okay.
But the first question is, how are Nikki and Dominic killed in Casino? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
I put shot in the head and buried.
Jonathan.
They were hit with bats and buried.
Buried alive, but I will accept Jonathan's answer. Unfortunately, I can't accept yours, Dan. But if you just put buried, I would have, but you added the shot in the head part, so yeah. The next question is, who plays Vincent in The Colour of Money? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Tom Cruise.
Jonathan.
Tom Cruise.
Didn't expect him to come up in this.
Cruise.
The next question is, who composed the score for Departed? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Howard Shore.
Jonathan.
Howard Shore.
Howard Shore is correct. The next question is, at the beginning of The Aviator, when Howard's mother is bathing him, what word does she teach him to spell?
Oh, it's funny right now. Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Oh boy, I hope I got this. I don't know. Nope.
Jonathan.
This is very relevant right now. Quarantine.
Oh,
That is correct.
damn it! Yep.
And the last question, although the winner is pretty much decided at this point, but I'll ask it anyway, just for stats. Which character says this quote in Goodfellas? What do you mean funny? Like a clown? Do I amuse you? Huh?
Great job imitating him.
And 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. Yep. Which character says this quote in Goodfellas? What do you mean funny? Like a clown? Do I amuse you? Huh? It probably sounds a lot weirder that it's not a Boston accent. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
But I put the name of the actor and the character in Joe Pesci. Nicky.
Jonathan.
That's Casino. I put Tommy DeVito.
Oh!
Tommy DeVito is correct.
Damn it.
Which means with a score of 30 out of 35, Jonathan pulls out the win. Dan, you held your own there. You got 16. How do you feel?
I'll be honest, Malcolm. I'm disappointed. I've studied so much for this match. I've studied so much detail, so many actors, so much just plot summary and release dates and all kinds of different things. And some of the questions that you asked just weren't in the kind of my conscious that I thought you would ask. I thought you'd ask a little bit more deep cuts and some more things that I don't know. You asked more like surface level stuff, and I thought maybe you'd go a little bit deeper, and that would be to my advantage. Some of the stuff you did ask, it was stuff that I wasn't thinking of. I knew the answer once you said the answer. I was like, oh God, that's such a no-brainer. I can't say anything except I can't take my hat off for Jonathan. He did a great job. I'll tell you what, he's a really good guy, and I know he studied hard for this as much as I did. And it's kind of disappointing for me because I really, really wanted to show that the one thing that I did know in movies that I want people to know that I do know. And I do know because if you look to my left here, I got every single Scorsese movie sitting to my left here in a stack. And I just got finished watching the last of them today, and except for 2, which I got in the mail this week, and I didn't have a chance to buy them or to watch them, but I did buy them this week because I was going to watch them, and I just didn't have a chance to watch them. But I can't say anything except great job, Jonathan. You're a class act all the way around, and if I had to lose to anybody in this, I'm glad I lost to you because you're such a stand-up guy, and hopefully maybe people realize I do know some things about some things. And just sometimes when I get on these trivia matches, I get a little nervous and stuff. And but great job, Jonathan.
But yeah, Jonathan, you pulled out the win today. But how do you feel?
Well, first off, I want to say to Dan, I mean, no, you did a heck of a job. you did a heck of a job today answering those questions. I mean, there were a few questions that amazed me, and also that you really excelled in answering for sure. I mean, I know you studied hard. You are a great critic and a great writer in terms of reviewing movies, and also a great historian as to studying movies, especially Scorsese movies. I know you studied your butt off, and I mean, you did a great job. And in all seriousness, you did a great job. Now, second, pretty well. I will admit there are a couple questions I should have gotten. That Jerry Langford one killed me. I put Jimmy. I was like, Jerry Lewis, Jerry Langford. Like, oh well. But I do agree with Dan. There were some surface level questions today. I was surprised because I did study harder than I thought in this one, because I thought you're going to give me some more Oscar questions, like Thelma Schoonmaker or whatever, or what Oscar did or how many movies did DiCaprio get nominated in, or Scorsese movies, and stuff of that nature. We did get one of this sort with Howard Shore. I just it was a lot of studying on my part. You know, was one Sunday with Pixar and today with this. And I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of a break because I'm tired. And again, Dan, you played a hell of a game. Terrific job.
But yeah, you both did really well. There's not much more that I have to add, except Jonathan actually did get one more point, because while you both were talking, I was actually looked up Mel's Diner. It is Mel's Diner in the TV series, but it was Mel and Ruby's Cafe in the movie. So yeah,
31.
So it's 31 out of 35. But with that being said, next week, once I double check on who's playing, next week we've got a match of which we're going to hopefully we don't have to turn it on and off again. It is the IT crowd. Jay Burns, Richie, Nemo Goodacre, Joe Farrelly, and Garth McMurray are all in that match. So this is going to be a fun match. But yeah, until then, that is the end of the match. Anything you want to plug, Dan?
Yeah, as Jonathan said, I'm a film critic. I write for a website called disappointmentmedia.com. That's DISIPPIONTMEDIA. Also, I have my own blog, so when I'm not writing reviews for them, I'm writing them on my own blog from the fourth row at wordpress.com. I do a couple of YouTube shows. They're right now on a hiatus, but in the spring and the summer, they'll be back. Top 5 Weekly and Bleacher features. So if you're interested in being on any of my shows in the future, just hit me up on Messenger. And I think I have a random match coming up in the near future as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Malcolm will let you all know what's going on as far as that goes. With I'm facing a certain person, but I'm not going to say who it is, but because I might be wrong. But I just have nothing but utmost respect for you, Malcolm, for what you do. All this, I know you're super busy, and Jonathan, what a great job tonight.
Jonathan, is there anything you want to plug?
No, not really, except check out on I just did a match on Sunday, Pixar match between myself, the Bloodsport, and Pardis, Party J, and Jeremiah Morris in Action Army Brats. It was a Pixar match between the three of us to see who will compete against Jack Mayer, Wonderland, for the championship match, which is all Pixar trivia. So Action Army Brats, subscribe and check it out.
And actually, that's a question I didn't ask. Dan, is there anything else you would like to write a challenge for that may not be already be down?
Well, I love Robert De Niro, but a lot of Robert De Niro would be considered part of Martin Scorsese, you know. So I'm a big De Niro fan. Obviously, Sean Wasserkrug knows. I'm hoping to get a chance at him for recent releases, and I'm hoping you have that already scheduled, Malcolm. So other than that, sports movies again. I've done it before, but you know, what the heck, I wouldn't mind doing sports movies again. So.
And Jonathan, is there anything you want to throw out a challenge for a future Formula Random match?
Right now, not quite. Like maybe Mission Impossible. I don't know if that's been done to death.
Funny enough, it actually hasn't been done at all.
Really?
So,
Mission Impossible.
No one has suggested a Mission Impossible one yet.
Probably that one. I'll let you know which ones because right now I'm pooped right now because I'm tired.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of those ones like people let me know if there's a challenge they want to do. I just like asking at the end just in case they do have something that's on their mind at the time. But that being said, you can find me on Take 3 hosting Late Night Take 3 and Rankum. This week is going to be top 12 animated movies of the 2010s. And you can find me on Formula Random next week. I'm Brett Classic is coming back next Sunday as well, so there'll be a sign-up post on Thursday. So, but that being said, that is the end of Random, and yeah, see ya.